Hello again to another video of mine, and it has been forever since I did like a video instead of a live stream, hasn't it? Actually, this video covers a live stream I did not so long ago. Not this bit though. It's the next illustration after this. This is the speed draw of the icon for my Discord server. It's called Creatures Origins. It's about just me working on whatever projects I'm doing, trying to share more information, stuff like that about my progress and what I'm doing, instead of just leaving you all in like dead air and all that. I'll leave the invitation link in the description below if you want to check it out or whatever. I originally wanted it to just focus on the series, the webcomic series that I do, but eventually I just changed it to overall projects that I'm working on at the moment and stuff, whereas focuses on my visual medium and my writing and whatever else it is that I decide to do. Kind of like what I do with my newsletter. I have a newsletter actually, but it uploads once a month, usually at the end of the month or the start of the month, where it just shows cases or where I tell stuff that I have accomplished, if anything, that month, and give maybe a reading recommendation or two. I haven't done it this past 2 months, but I was kind of in a lull in terms of content with that stuff, so I'm gonna get back on that because I got a lot done this month for sure. How you get to that is a bit more obscure. I'll just put a link in the description just under the Discord invite if you want to see what I got. Also, if you prefer to get all the news in one big chunk instead of getting blasted notifications randomly on Discord. But one of the things we did recently on Discord was have a live stream of me doing art stuff. Because it was during the time when I was still iffy and on the fence about how to handle YouTube's live stream and stuff, because I did not have a third device to help support my computers during live stream, and now I do. But so while I still plan to return to YouTube for live streams, I did find Discord as a lovely alternative to the live streaming platform. The only thing is I didn't record the audio. I didn't know how to do that on Discord yet, which is a conundrum, but whatever. Now it's a video for YouTube. Hooray. I definitely would like to use Discord's live stream platform in the future, especially since they have a watch party kind of thing for YouTube videos. So we could probably when I have a video planned or something that's not published yet, we could set it up and then have a little watch party for it. Hooray, huzzah, and all that. And maybe for private special showings that of art piece works and stuff that I don't exactly want it to be released yet on YouTube right away, but I still want to get to it, you know? And also I still don't know if the third device will work out in favor of the live stream as I anticipate, so for sure gotta test that out before definitely saying I am sticking to one site over the other for such things. But yeah, I'll keep you up to date with that. I'll keep you updated through posts on YouTube for sure. I'll definitely do it a lot more sooner than the night before, than how I've been doing lately. That only happened because it was really last minute kind of decisions kind of situation. But for sure, for stuff that I plan to do, I will definitely post at least a week in advance, because this isn't going to be the only live stream or the last one. Right now what I have planned is basically me doing cover art for my webcomic series and its chapter covers. That's actually what you see here on the screen right now. This is a cover art for The Trickster's Epi's Tales Chapter 10. Chapter 10? Yes, Chapter 10 point B, where the synopsis is that oh, good little birdie, there's a good birdie. It's a birdie. But yeah, the synopsis is that the two Asians finally like tackle a case that they've been neglecting, only to find out that like it might actually hold some merit. It's called, the chapter cover is called Alligators in the Sewers. They're looking for any paranormal like happenings that might be happening in the sewers of New York. So yeah, there's that going on. You don't get to see New York, just its sewers. But I do like how the art turned out in that one. It's all done, it just needs to be posted up and stuff. So yeah, feel free to like check it out. Also, link in the description. The chapter before it, chapter 10.a, is already done and up. I'll probably put the link to that first so that you could just lead straight to the next one after. Because it's only like, with this one, 10.b, only like 4 pages are out at this point. Maybe like 1 or 2 more depending when I put up this video. But yeah, so like there's not much out right now in terms of the 14 pages. So you got like a lot more stuff to read before that point. If you'd like read 4 pages and you're like, oh, that's it? Yes, that's it for now. And that's where we're mostly at right now. At least in terms of the webcomic, I'm also doing like second editions of the first 3 comics because I found out quite a bit of information about the KDP publishing I do through Amazon. So it turns out that like if I want to distribute it through like indie bookstores and stuff, I cannot do that. Basically, I could sell it in person at vendors and stuff, but I cannot distribute it at other publishing places according to their terms and conditions. Only if I use their ISB free feature, which I have. Hang on, my computer is fanning like crazy. Okay, I got the fan to help keep the laptop cool on. So if you hear any fanning, that's what it is. But yeah, with KDP publishing through Amazon, if you use their free ISBN feature, you cannot distribute it in other bookstores yourself. You'd probably have to go reach a certain milestone or something for Amazon to publish it. Mostly at Barnes & Noble, let's be real. They only seem to publish only over there. Which like, yeah, that's fine. But I know some bookstores where I think my book will also be able to publish very well. Will be able to sell very well, actually. But yeah, I am making second edition books because if there's enough changes done in the first copy of the print, such as cover changes and lines or dialogue or art changes, then you can technically have it under a different ISBN because technically it is a different book entirely, despite it you seeing it minor. But if it's like really minor, like a missed typo or something and nothing else changes, then you could just leave it alone and stuff. I just saw that you guys got a little sneak peek on what the Discord server looked like. Ooh. But yeah, that's mostly for at least through KDP's digital publishing. In terms of traditional publishing, I think you have to make a whole new edition just to correct the spell check. I'm not sure. I haven't traditionally published yet, so that's how I imagine it'd go. But yeah, that's mostly the plan. I'm going through it pretty well. Oh, my doot-doot's barking. What is it? This might take a minute. I'm gonna have to pick this back up later. All right, I'm back. Yeah, as you can see there, that's sort of a little sneak peek for you for the next page. Or rather, what's out right now. On to pass. There's definitely a comic page. I'm using it because I don't got a reference sheet for these characters or the art coloring for the book for this chapter. Definitely I'm working against, not against, I'm definitely working to change that. One of the things I'd like to do is update like character sheets for at least the main four, so that I have something to like reference to a lot more easier for when like I work on stuff with them in it. Like I said, because it's easier. I've been doing this new thing where like I just take the color palette of the pages from the different layers, the shading, the background and stuff, and just putting it on its own layer and saving it on that for the chapter, so that way I have the colors already there, and that's been working out pretty well for me. Like very much rushing the process a lot faster than originally when I had to basically eye everything. So yeah, a little art tidbit, like just save all of the colors, all of them, where you can. Yeah. It looks like we're at the outline phase at this point. David's head here bothered me for a long while, and it's not until like after I've finished this live stream where I find out that it's because it's too wide for him. It was like his head was too wide for his character. It is more narrow. His head shape is more like a rectangle with a triangle at the bottom. You'll probably notice it more now that I brought it up with the sample end at the end of this video. But yeah, I figured that out, and now it's fixed and altered, or at least the cover is. Again, you don't see that process on here. You get to see the final result, just not how I get to it, unfortunately. This is definitely not a recording of the whole thing. The live stream was just meant to be for like an hour or two, and that's the footage amount that I've gotten at the end. So that's what we're getting today. This also means that I don't think I'll find out later, because I'm kind of watching this as it's playing out, but I'm pretty sure we don't get a speed draw of outlining Charles. Definitely not of the third character that's with them, because like I said, I only worked on this for a few hours, and there was a lot of cleanup and a lot of like adjusting I had to do, as you probably saw throughout this video, or not. Maybe you just have me playing in the background. That's what I do with a lot of videos on YouTube, with a lot of these speed draw videos, especially if there's just like little music in the background and stuff. Maybe listen to some Rachel Maskey's as I color pages and stuff. So like I don't blame you if you're not watching it. Enjoy my voice if you want. I'm not giving it my aim game. I'm not giving it my A game right now. So like, sorry in advance for not being like super subpar. I did mention at one point that I want to try and approach making videos more casually, because like I'm not being paid or monetized by them. So like, I don't need to like approach this in a solely professional kind of like mentality where it's like everything must be pristine, or at least like appear to be like there's a studio behind it. No, it's just me. It's just me and my pets, my Doots and the birdie. So, and two other people who live here, my parents. But yeah. I live with them. No. But yeah, so like I just want to keep it like super less stressful for me, honestly. More or less. That's the end game of like how I want to approach YouTube from here on out. I'll still like do the best I can. I just won't stress out over it to the point where it's like I lose sleep over it and stuff like that. I don't want to like do that, especially since I already have a lot to catch up with the comic series and other freelancing stuff. So yeah, I just want to like keep things pretty chill, at least here, so that I don't burn out and accidentally make myself sick, because if you stress yourself out too much, you will get yourself the cold. I've experienced this, probably due to the lack of sleep you don't get, or the lack of vitamins from your fruits and whatever, because you're too busy concentrating on work to think, oh, I gotta get a break to eat an orange. Oh, these helmets for sure like changed a lot from the final result to the original illustration draft of this chapter release. I did the chapter cover art first before fully going into the chapter pages themselves, because like I just wanted to get the design out there so that it helps me get the feel of like how the chapter's ambiance was gonna be. Also, I'm doing this new thing. Like, I never did chapter arts before for my webcomic, and I thought like it'll be fun to like try and do it for the return of this webcomic series, especially since I didn't post or upload it for a while. But yeah, I thought doing little poster arts that I like show on the chapter pages when they upload and stuff, and use it for the icons, and maybe change it for the front cover page as introduced on the site. It's hard to explain. But yeah, I would put it on there, and it'll all like come out like as like a little neat little thing that I'm doing. It seems to be going well. I don't know if I'll keep it up past this volume. I do have the current 3 chapters up to chapter 12 all set and ready. Well, not all set and ready. I have the designs ready. I just need to like illustrate them. Now you'd think that'd be a total of 3 chapters, so it'd be 3 illustrations, but no, each story is separated in an A and B format, except for chapter 12. That's 1 chapter, so it'd be like 5 illustrations, one for 10A, one for 10B, and then another for 11A, and then another for 11B, and then chapter 12 will be his whole own thing. Because it's all, like I said, it's all 1 chapter. Am I gonna keep that up? Maybe. I don't know. I like it. I'm trying to not overdo it like a whole manga cover kind of layout. It's just like a simple little illustration. I constrain it in a box kind of thing, kind of like how Akira Toriyama does like the Dragon Ball Z mangas with the little box and illustrations in it. And he kind of just does like either an illustration pertaining to the chapter inside it, or some fun art with his characters on stuff like that. Right now it's just like, for me, it's just pertaining to what's happening in the story. But yeah, that was like my main inspiration for doing this square, because like I liked how minimal it is, but at the same time how creatively decorative it can be without like me like overthinking it. But at the same time, the limitations help like encourage the creativity in a sense, instead of like being an art block per se. I could be more, I feel like I could be creative with like poses and angles with it somehow. Maybe because it's like a grid without the gridding. They got the box in, but like no lines or whatever. It's definitely like a fun little prompt to do. It's kind of like doing thumbnail art, where you try and like figure out which piece it looks more engaging depending on how far away it is and stuff like that. What am I doing here? What am I? I think I'm trying to figure out how the coattail was in that illustration to see how David's jacket would stretch out, because he's really pulling up his arm, and suits can be very tight forming. It's honestly not really a good uniform to be wearing when you're working on the field. I don't know why federal agents work with suits. They should be working with like much more. I mean, I guess the suits could be tailored for action based, like running and stuff like that. But as I've experienced with suits, they are pretty, unless you get them a little bit bigger than, like, instead of form-fitting, they could be form-fitting but still a little loose, then you're pretty much being kind of restricted in your movements. I have some blazers that fit me quite well, but I can't do certain movements with them. Like, I can't swing my arm all the way around without it feeling like it's getting in the way. Not that it would rip. It doesn't feel like you'll rip, but because the way how it's made, it's supposed to be made to make you look presentable and stuff like that. To make you... Suits are made with a specific design, like dresses, to help you look fancy and feel very like at a tea party kind of setting, depending on the type of outfits you get. So, and how it's tailor-made. So, like, it could easily, like, it's basically helping you to sit, to sit still or something, encouraging you to not move as much as possible. So, like, when I go suit and dress shopping, one of the things I look for is if I am comfortable in moving in the clothes, if I need it be. You know, I don't want to feel that constriction when I get it. Though if the blazer look good, I'ma get the blazer. Lest it be so tight that it feels like I'll rip it by just doing a stretch, reaching for a fork. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry, that was just a simple alarm. Oh, that was an Apple alarm. I hope Apple doesn't come and sue me. Oh, no. Nah, I don't. Yeah, they probably won't. YouTube might copyright strike that, but like I said, I'm not monetized or whatever for now. I don't know if I wanna. I kind of do. I kind of want to do like the whole YouTube career kind of thing, but not like as a main focus career per se, because like I'm a writer first and foremost. But it would be nice to get the cash. But I've said this many times before. I made the YouTube channel to help record and keep document of my art and work progress. And that's mainly its main goal. I would like to grow with the audience. Would I want to get it under monetization and stuff? I have been looking into getting it its own channel, or rather, its channel separated from the email that I currently have it on, because it is very much quickly becoming a place where I send junk mail. And And I would like it for it to have much more separation from that. The problem is Google is kind of being a stickler. It's been being a stickler a lot lately, but with this in particular, all the outside stuff, with the YouTube in particular, they really want you to have a chokehold tie-in between having a Google account and a YouTube account. What's that? You want to switch the emails for your YouTube channel to another Gmail you might have? No! You gotta go through all this verification stuff first. Make sure your YouTube channel is a verified business channel. And it's like, I just want to exchange emails. That's it. Why do I gotta make a whole new channel to switch emails? I get it that they want to like make sure that like the other email isn't a bot or a hacker trying to like switch your channels and stuff, which is a nice procedure. YouTube's very good with the security, I think. It still has its moments, but you could see that they try very, very hard. It's still becoming increasingly difficult for me to do that, though. I should have done it last year. Last year was so much more easier compared to this year. C'est la vie. That's what I get for waiting. Let's see what's going on here. I'm at the boots. I liked illustrating these pants. They were fun pants. I like the baggy pants. I like bell bottoms. I always like bell bottoms. They're nice and snug up top, and then they loosen up at the base of the leg, so that like they're really good summer pants. Basically, if you want to look slick but have filtration through your legs, go with bell bottoms or cargo. I don't know. It depends on the setting. They're definitely like picnic pants, I think. Maybe hiking pants, because like they could really tuck in a sock. But maybe cargo pants more so for hiking. These boots definitely did like have a glow up during the process, didn't they? Yes. I remember when I first illustrated them and then I put up the web page and it's like, oh no, they look different. That might happen soon. Or did it happen earlier? I don't know. Oh, I remember during the live stream, I was ranting about the third character back there, about how they actually have like fawn or deer legs, but you can't tell because they're wearing baggy cargo pants, overalls to be exact, with like water boots too. So it's like I can't show it. It's hard. It's hard to like show it. I'm sure there is a way. I mean, I could have probably given them like skinny jeans or something, but with the pants that they wore, what I ended up giving them, it's like hard to tell. There it is. That was an example of how difficult it is, because they're standing straight, but like it's still fawn legs. And it's still baggy pants. I tried to show that there was a difference between the human legs and I believe their name was Cameron. Call her Cameron right now. There is a difference between David's human legs and Cameron's fawn legs through the shape of the water boot, and also how the pants kind of cave in, like inwards as opposed to like outwards. But like I stand with my knees buckled in sometimes. It could have easily been that. I don't know. It's just difficult sometimes. No. It didn't have to be. It could have also been because I know I drew them with that intent. But I would not be surprised if I sometimes forget too, because I focus a lot on the upper torso. So I would probably forget a lot of features in the lower regions when it comes to like much more body-filled illustrations where it's like a far off panel where you see all three of them standing there, or like a different angle, like from the feet perspective or whatever. It's just little details like that like slip the mind at the time of illustrating and maybe inking them. I know that for sure. I made a note of it during the live stream, but I didn't record it. I forgot to press record audio because I used what I used. I use QuickTime Player to record the screen, not the audio though, because I usually just record the illustration and I don't want any audio to slip through, to make it easier for me to video edit. And it is set up in a way where it's automatically gonna just record the screen, no audio. And that ended up being my downfall at the Discord live stream, because I forgot that it was permanently set up like that. And so that's how we got to where we are now, where I have to record a voiceover over it, probably forgetting a lot of information and details that I brought up during the live stream that pertain to the chapter and the illustrating of these characters. I know I sang quite a bit during the live stream. I do that a lot, I've noticed. I don't know why. No, I do know why. It's because I'm distracting myself while also letting you guys know that I'm there, that you're not just looking at it as screen. Because sometimes I don't bother to zoom in and I'm illustrating. Like right now, I am working on the smaller bits and I could easily just zoom in and look at the little crevices that I'm filling in. But no, I actually have my face up at the screen looking at it. I guarantee you that was me at that moment, honing in my eyes like an eagle at that exact spot, maybe leaning in and just being like, why is it so difficult to color this section? Because I don't bother to zoom in. Oh, hey, look at that. This is the layout. Since I didn't get the original footage of how the illustration came to be, I thought to just do this quick little show and tell of how many layers and how everything looked like at the end. I don't know what was going on with my brain. I was trying to concentrate. And here's the final illustration. Ooh, I still love it. I still love it how it turned out, especially the dark ambiance colors. So yeah, thanks for joining my TED Talk. Hope this was entertaining. I got distracted myself with the conversations. So yeah, I'll let you know about any other future plans about live streams and videos through YouTube's posts. And hopefully things will start kicking up this year again. So yeah, you'll hear from me later. Bye!